Oh, and welcome back to Persona 5 Not Royal with me, Matthew Caddis, aka Puggy. So, this puzzle, oh boy, you will see in the foreground, well, not background, I don't know if it's the foreground or the background, probably the, actually no, very near us, is, this, yes, this is, of course, the, Crusher puzzle in, Okumura's palace, of course. And what I am trying to do is get across here. And unfortunately, we have two of these things here. Keep in mind that this was not a thing in Royal again. Seriously, so we have to stop two crushers at once in order to get across here. And that's not going to be easy here at all. Seriously, because we have to actually find the actual console in which we can stop the pink one as well as the blue one. Seriously, that is now a thing here in this thing. Also, when I first did this, I didn't know it was lunch that you had to do, but yeah, it doesn't stop all of them at just a specific colour, making this puzzle a lot harder than in Royal. As I say, this is my least favorite palace in both versions of Persona 5. So yeah, but it can be really annoying in this one. But that being said, let's run along here and yeah, much less I can say really. But the control panel for the pink one is down here, which that wasn't the case before, so yeah. So once again, set it to launch. Though it will only stop the pink ones, of course. Yeah, that is a thing here. By the way, I did defeat all of the enemies in the way before I got through here. Something you do have to do in Vanilla Persona 5 because of that. So seemingly it does stop both. Okay, that's weird. The pink one actually stops both. But we have to get through the red one in order to get to that one. So yeah, riddle me this, and still the pound shop Daleks are here as well. And sadly Joker has no usage, of course, of his grappling hook. That was only in Royal. Though I did actually get the toilet demon himself, Belphegor, as well as Lelim, so yay, I guess. Not that I did much with it, I didn't really do much with the Devil Arcana. Didn't even get to see much of Oya at all. Of course, the other big puzzle in Okumura's palace, the airlock puzzle, of course. And this one's a lot harder to traverse because you're having to figure out the switches. And yeah, you will note that unlike with Royal, while it does appear on the map, they're not color-coded, unlike in Royal. So yeah, because that was a thing. It does show you where you need to go and on the map, which is helpful in the vanilla version, I will give it that. But yeah, never mind the problem of trying to get to the will seed that was actually where that red marker was for the first one. Seriously. I found myself going in circles here quite a bit. And looking at the map, of course, which does actually help, but can get really annoying after a while. So yes, each of the doors are denoted by the Alpha and Omega things, seriously. Yeah, we already know Okumura in this one does think of himself as a god, but yeah, this is really creepy as well. But yeah. Other than that, what else can I say?
Shadow ahead. Take caution.
Not much, I'm afraid. Seriously. And then there's this whole corridor, which I'm not sure if I did see originally in Royal, but there you go. Seriously. But then again, I mixed up the episodes for when I was getting the will seed and when I wasn't, so yeah. Never mind the fact that that in this game it's a lot harder to actually to survive each of the palaces, especially if you're not wanting to go through mementos and lose all of your, dare I say, SP. Seriously. Yes, that's the thing. Yeah, no Jose here. Definitely not. So it's much harder to get SP restorative items. No, I did get a lot more Somas in Royal than I did in this game, especially when I was going up to... I mean, I think the most Somas I got in... that's another thing. Lockpicks as well. Yeah. Wasn't able to get Joker's proficiency up in this game either. That was a thing indeed. But yeah. But yeah, the airlock puzzle, pain in the ass. Even more so than in Royal. Although, Zoro learning Miracle Punch is awesome. That's another thing I will say about Vanilla Persona 5. Monas is the only persona I actually did do without doing a New Game Plus, which I'm not going to do because of Royal. Seriously, once I've been to Royal, I'm not going to go back to the vanilla version, am I? Certainly not, especially since Atlas themselves have decided it's the definitive version of Persona 5 is Royal, so yeah. Which I don't mind at all, because the additional voice acting and whatnot. But never mind that, since we do have a new area here. And there's another thing, was this in Royal? I'm not sure, actually, to be honest. I don't really want to play back through Okumura's palace again, just to see if it is. Seriously, I maybe look back at my Let's Play and see if it is, but yeah. And of course, now I've locked myself out! Seriously! This thing keeps giving me the annoyances and everything. And anyway, with that said, let's actually get to the big boss man himself, Kunikazu Okumura. With Okumura, what will happen, like in Royal, he will always send out his grunts, of course. The difference is that we don't, and we also have a time limit, again, just like in Royal. That was something carried over from the vanilla version. So yes, and we'll also do his Big Bang Burger attack. You know which one I mean. So yes, he will. He does prefer to send out his corporate lackeys rather than facing us Manoe Thifo. I don't know. Manoe Mano, I don't know. But yeah. Each of them having their own weakness. Each of the of the things changing as well. It's a good thing at least I had been doing when I was recording this at least. The confidant with Hifumi. Because that really did help switching party members on the fly. That's something that I will give Vanilla Persona 5 here. But yeah, now each of the things basically goes up in rank, etc. The only difference is we don't get the Robo Haru later on, seemingly who he actually buffs up. Which, honestly, as I said when I was covering this in Royal, actually makes this fight a lot harder and a lot more annoying. Seriously. And this is the only fight in Royal that I actually prefer in the original version. Or at least Palace Ruler anyway. I prefer in the vanilla version over Royal because of the addition of Robo Haru. But there you go. I mean, don't get me wrong, this is annoying. And his big bot who uses the Big Bang Burger attack. Yeah. And eventually he runs out of workers he can use. Seemingly. But no one came. Yeah, sorry Okumura. Well, certainly not the yellow ones, unfortunately, but certainly the ones he has. And yeah, that means we can finish him off easily, of course, just like in Royal. And yes, like in Royal, he's pretty much a pushover. Anyway, that's that. So on the next one, well, we'll start looking at Sainijima's palace. And we'll see how much that has changed. Not by much, I don't think, but we'll see. So I'll see you then. Goodbye.